Everybody, we are back with another review, and today we're checking out a little Discreet EDC tool bag that I put together for myself, and hopefully you enjoy it too. So without further ado, let's hop right into this review, and let's check out what I put together from my little, I guess you could say, discreet little decoy tool bag that is pretty light, and we're going to weigh it too. So straight out the gate, the reason why I did this is a lot of the times I like carrying tools with me. I like to carry high-end tools with me. And most of the time when you get bags for tools, they're, branded. People know what's inside these things. If they just peek in your truck, you toss something in the back seat, you don't think twice about it. You got a nice DeWalt bag in there. They know that there's some good stuff in there probably. So it just entices people and it brings unwanted attention, I guess you could say. It's unfortunate because a lot of those bags are fairly nice to, get to throw a lot of your EDC stuff in there. Great for the farm. If I'm not leaving my property, that's good. This is good for the property too. Again, it's something small. I can grab this thing, go, and it's got a lot of stuff in it that I use on a regular basis. Maybe you use. We'll check out the stuff that I got in there. But the reason why I wanted to emphasize that before we get into it is something like this you could toss in the back and someone would look at this and not even think twice if they see the word speed bag for worms. So yeah, and I've even put a little paracord here, some neon paracord to make it kind of look like it's my speed bag for fishing. You know what I mean? So to kind of further throw people off the beaten path. And once you see what's inside here, you're going to be like, oh my God, I can see why you have this stuff kind of hidden in a decoy bag like this. So the zipper, I ended up just putting a little clasp on there to make sure that nothing falls out of this. If it does get jostled around, I can kind of toss this on the seat and know that nothing's going to come out. I did throw a little Olight on here. This is just going to, I guess, kind of allow me to see inside the bag once we get it open, you know what I mean? But it's nice to have that, especially I have a torch in there, but if you can't see in the bag, then I guess you can't see the torch. Anyway, just kind of keeps the zippers shut, just keeps them from sliding around and everything. So the pack can be put together. I'll lay it over here to the side, and we'll slide out the first thing. Of course, always got to have eye protection, so I got some DeWalt safety glasses, of course, because pretty much everything that you do on a regular basis pretty much needs safety protection. Most people just don't do it. Then we got the fuel, the M12 fuel, the compact. This is perfect little drill driver. I say drill driver because I do have bits that I put in here for doing drilling with it as well, because again, it's a nice little pack out kit to have something like this and just have a couple interchangeable bits. As you can see here, I do have some interchangeable bits here. We got a Robertson's, we got a Phillips, and we got a Torx. And those are my top three used fasteners on my property, so I should probably have bits for that. I left the belt clip on there. You can see I have this outfitted with the Klein Tools little magnetic bit holder. This does hold bits or fasteners on the side as well. I just have my main loadout, which is this right here. Oops, I'm trying to do it through the camera. That's my main loadout right there. So, but it's a little bit too long for me to do something like that. So what I'm going to do is just kind of tuck this away on the side like that. So it's a little bit more low profile, a little bit more compact, but it's nice to have something like this. And I'm going to show you all the cool things that I have to pair with that. Let's pull out kind of the smaller stuff. First, we got a nice little DeWalt 9-foot. This is has a magnet on it on this side as well. So it's nice to have a nice little magnet to be able to pick stuff up. I need to pick up screws or something like that as well. We got a Rite in the Rain pencil, which is nice. We'll put that over there to use. And I have a pad to pair that up with. I got a little DeWalt tire pressure. Here's my little Rite in the Rain. It's got a few pages left. So once I kill this, I'll get probably one without a spiral, but I'm just going to use this until I'm done with it. The Rite in the Rain obviously has the wax coated paper, so it has some like really useful information. Not on that side, but on this side. Useful information if you want to reference certain things, conversions and stuff like that. We'll put that stuff over there. What else we got? We have the Arcfeld Pro, which is a really, really nice flashlight. This is a flashlight. It is a laser. Oops, yep, laser. And then it is also a UV light, which, you can check out certain things. Me personally, I use the UV light a lot on my property because I like to see where animals are marking things, and that allows me to put certain trail cams in certain spots so I can monitor activity on my property. So the UV light does come in handy very, very often here for me. I put a mini pry bar in here from Olight, which it does have some bits, but I don't think I'll probably use these. Yeah, I probably won't use them. Honestly, it's just more so for a pry bar, a lightweight pry bar, and it's got more than 4 inches of leverage, which is actually pretty nice. So that's the main reason why I put that in there. I don't have a hammer, but I wanted to put a pry bar in here. A hammer, I think, would have been a little bit too much. Let's grab the last tool on this side, which is the Klein lineman snips. It's got a nice file on this side. These are rated to cut coins, so I don't use it for coins or anything like that. I'll cut wire and pretty much smaller stuff that I would use, basically scissors or like my snips for. Next thing that I got in here, which I am starting to use, is this Tooler little multi-saw. This has almost like how a Sawzall releases, but this little tool allows you to have basically the ability, if we can get these out of here. I think I stuffed a couple in here I probably shouldn't have. Oops, we got everything flying everywhere. It's all over the place. All right, here we go. Let's grab these blades up, and then we'll go through the proper introduction on this. So it does have a nice little pack-out case, which I do like. You can see here we have a Sawzall blade for wood, plastic, and metal. So basically like a hacksaw-style blade. We have the Tooler fast wood cut. Then we have some smaller jigsaw-style blades, which you can probably put in any jigsaw. You got metal, you got fast cut for wood, and you got fine cut scrolling right there. And then we have a hacksaw blade that I broke in half so I can pack it in a little bit easier. Because again, this thing is quick release. So you just slide, where are we at? Let's see if I can get this in here. There we are. Just slide this down in there, and then now you have the ability to use this little blade. And I took the one blade, which made it basically come out to here, and was able to turn it into two. And again, all the other ones, they will clip in just like that, just the tip, basically. If I can try to do this through the camera. Oops, there we go. I should just look around the camera to do that. Here's another version of that same type of tooth pattern for the blade. But yeah, you can see it just kind of clips in there, and it holds the blade in place, which now I have like the ability to use like all these things. If I need to take a piece of downed wood or something like that, down branch, I have the ability to kind of just hop this out and do that. I don't have to always carry my little saw kit or carry a mini chainsaw. Next up we got is a little pill container that I filled with some of these deployable towels. These are, you get them wet and then they turn into a really nice little towel to give you some more quality of life. You need to wipe something down, you need to wipe yourself down. This is perfect. And I have like water barrels placed strategically all over my property, so I always have access to water. Here is the Aries adjustable wrench. It goes out to 53 millimeters, which I believe is like a little over 2 inches. So maybe it's like 2.5 inches. So yeah, so like about 2.5 inches. So the Aries adjustable wrench, it's the stubby. I like to, when I pack it out, I'll usually do it where the rollout bar is flush with this, which takes up the least amount of space in my bag. If it's wide grip, then there's space in the middle. If it goes this way, then I got like, check this out. I got this little bar I got to deal with over here. So it allows me to fit all this stuff in the bag that I use. So we got a nice adjustable wrench from Aries. We haven't even gotten into all the good stuff yet that I use for my Milwaukee. Exotac fire sleeve with a nice gray lighter. And I use that because I rock tarred bank line, and I use that to finish the bank line off. As you can see, I used the tarred bank line to make a tether here for my Exotac, so you don't lose the lid, because the Exotac, doesn't have a little tether. It's something, you lose the lid, it doesn't really, once the lid's gone, this thing is non-purposeful. So keeping that tether is a must. And I use tarred bank line, which is what I use that lighter for. And I use lighter for a lot of stuff, so it's nice to have that. Next up we have is a knife. So my knife of choice for this particular pack out is going to be the Executive from Smith & Wesson. Very nice knife. It's got a micarta handle here with the brandage for Smith & Wesson. It does have a belt clip, which I left on there because a lot of times I will take something like this and slide it in my belt, in my pocket, and clip it on the outside. So it's inside, but this part's clipped on the outside. A lot of that happens. And then also clean this blade up, and I just sharpened it. Ooh, yeah, nice and sharp. But you can see here the way the blade's cut. I like that type of tip right there. It's kind of for what I'm using it for, more applicational slicing versus something where you'd normally be like stabbing with most of these pocket knives, the way the blade orientation is. Anyway, all right, what else do we got in here? Let's grab the last two things out, and then we'll kind of return to the bag here in the end. So first up, we got the Knipex little duo here, and I packed out some other stuff. So I put a little Sharpie in here. So we got a Sharpie marker, as well as the pencil over there. I have a small level, which I think you get like levels like this when you buy like furniture kits, and they'll just be like free. But this is perfect because, again, it's a bubble level, and you can use this, and it's like the most minimal level you could possibly have, pretty much, for a kit like this. And it works perfectly. I've been using that for years, actually. You have the adjustable and the Cobra. And again, that's a nice little, I like how they added some stuff there for you. Like I said, I was able to fit those two extra tools there. Here's the mini Cobras. Oops, there we go. I'm going to try and do it through the camera. It's a little bit different. Love that action. So both these pack out with me as well. So I got some plier variety here. Plier variety. Let me scoot this off the side so you can't see the other one. Okay, my first pack out case of bits for the Milwaukee is this one right here, which has nice color coding, which lets me know easy on the fly which bit set I'm hopping into. Green Torx, you can see there, flat red. You got Phillips's yellow, blue. You got Torx security bits right here as well. And then you can see here, I paired up this nice Klein extension here. So bits for that. This is going to be, check this out, for this kit. So, I'm sorry, the bits go for the ratchet. The sockets and the bits also go for the Milwaukee. So it's kind of like, it's a two-for kit. So I have the hand tool right here, which is from Klein. We'll check that out first. Since this technically goes with this kit, but I have it stored with the bits, it is what it is. This is a little bit too big to store in here with the bits, so I had to kind of swap it up. But as you can see, this is the Klein ratchet, lineman's ratchet right there, where it's got blackout colorway. I have the chromoly one, but I got the blackout one for this particular kit. And again, you put in there, let's grab us out this Phillips. You put in your bits right there, and now you have a way to ratchet them, or you can actually do the ratchet. You got some leverage. You got that nice loop on the end. And again, this is, let's see if I can grip this out of here without, there we go. The first time you put these in, sometimes they get a little bit stuck, but a nice little hand ratchet from Klein. And again, I paired that up with that. Now, what do we got over here for, oh yeah, and I got an extra little bit I threw in there. What do we got for the Milwaukee? I'm on the go if I need to do something, do some work on the truck on the go, and I have this kit with me. Let's check out what sockets we got. I'm rocking the Klein flip sockets, so we got 14 and 13. And I'll show you how many different sockets I got packed out for this. Let's go 12 and 10. We got a 9 and an 11 long socket. And that's my metric loadout. Do I have one more? Yes. I have a 7 and an 8, which gets me down in a good range. 14 to 7. That's a pretty good range. Then we got 9/16 on the top end. We got 7/16 and 3/8. Probably these are all my most common used. That's why I packed these out. And then we got down to a quarter and 5/16. So we got 9/16 down to a quarter, and then we got 14 down to 7. And that's what this is for. These essentially go on like that, which allows you to now do some socket work. You could even put bits on the end of this one, on the end of the 7 and the quarter. But yeah, The Klein flip sockets these are awesome. I love using these things. And again, it comes with the impact rated bits, and it comes with this. This one actually I took off of, this is kind of a hybrid. If you buy the socket kit, I had to buy a stubby Klein multi-bit screwdriver. Do I have it here? No, I don't. I have this, but anyway, the Klein stubby has a similar type of situation like this, where you pull the bottom off and it has a bunch of bit storage, and then on the top here, it's not like this. It has a situation like this, where it has a bit holder and you put all the bits in the holder. Anyway, I cannibalized it. Let me put this away real quick. Put that away in the Klein drawer. I cannibalized the short stubby to get this, because this still works with all of these. So, you know, there's your 14 right there. So, and there's your 13. But it makes it so much shorter when you're using this. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it shorter when you're using it. But if I used the kit that came with the sockets straight out the gate, this would be like super long, and I'd have to figure out a way to pack this out. I wonder if I actually have... Let me see, my impact sockets, do I keep it in? Here's some more of my Klein stuff right here. Hang on. Let me look in this last drawer to see if... here it is. Okay. So this is this one? No, this is the one. This is the one. Okay. So let me show you my icon stubby. Let me show you what it came with. So it came with this one. And if you can see the difference right here between the length, it's almost half the size. Now, the reason why it comes with this long one is these are all stacked on here and according to size. So it's like, what is it? This one, I think this will do the... So this is like the quarter. This is the SAE one, and they come just like stacked on there. And then this goes inside of a screwdriver. And that's how it's shipped. So like I said, I cannibalize this. The reason I'm mentioning this, because if you're trying to put together a kit like this, and you go to buy these parts straight up, you're not going to get the right parts for the whole kit. Like I said, I had to cannibalize this from the stubby that they make, that Klein makes. So yeah, pretty cool. Put that away in there. Anyway, so yeah, I had to cannibalize that. That's a huge thing. The reason why I emphasize that is because a lot of people do like to recreate kits and stuff like that. And I think it's unique to kind of mix plug and play parts that kind of work best for your situation. And all these tools are super functional for me and things I use on a regular basis. I'd say like probably the only thing that I'm like truly missing out of this that I probably use on a regular basis is some form of like nailer or stapler, and like a cutoff tool. But like, I don't know, like I'm not going to fit a cutoff tool in here. And again, everything is fitting in this little tiny speed bag for worms. So, and it's all easily accessible because I have everything packed away where I could just grab certain things that I need, you know, at a glance. And again, it's something that if I pack this bag out and just toss this in my truck and I went to like a store for 5 minutes, I would be less inclined to think someone's going to think twice and be like, yo, let's check out what's in that speed bag. I bet you he's got a bunch of DeWalt stuff and a Milwaukee M12 fuel in there, with like an Arcfeld Pro with the Aries adjustable wrench and all the Knipex sets. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he's got a huge set in this little speed bag. Most people wouldn't even think twice to think about any of that stuff is in there. But if you see something like that DeWalt bag in the back, that's going to definitely make you think twice. I know it sucks. They give you those bags for free. But it's just basically like, hey, I have a bunch of cool stuff back here. Come check out what I got in the bag. And even if not, they'll just grab the bag because people like stealing the bags. So anyway, Discreet, essential tools that I use here on my homestead, on my farm, and stuff that I pack out. What do you pack out, and how do you do your discreetness for your tools? Do you just put the stuff in the back and let it roll? Do you do a locking toolbox in the back where you put your stuff? If you want to pack out a small bag like this, how would you do it, and how would you execute it discreetly? Let me know down in the comments below. And what would you put in there? Is there stuff that you would take out of what I have in here? Is there stuff that you would have in here that's different? Let me know all that down in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Want more content like this? Subscribe for more, because I do reviews every single day. So for that, have a great rest of your day.